The pageantry of college football on full display tonight as we've got drones with a red and white light show to get the black shirt faithful ready to go. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Cornhuskers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's White. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hoosiers offense will go on the attack first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch in a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
He'll keep it himself. He's in open space downfield. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Quickly to the tight end. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And the Hoosiers are on the move. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kick. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers offense will have its first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like... I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get...
Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Raiola. With the catch, it's Pringle. On his feet at the 40. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Mills. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Grab near the marker. It's Clark. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Huskers are threatening on 1st and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pringle. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out. Man, I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. down, Cornhuskers. Fit it in the window for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
Coming out with it, it's Reinbold. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Harris. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to throw. It's Carr. Sets up the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another first down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. And they'll get off one more play before the end. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Dropping back, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The pitch to the left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Trying play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air, it's Carr. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Martin. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Singleton.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Snagged in the middle. It's Bond. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays.
There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pringle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Powers through the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
A shot toward the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Nebraska! A great catch and run for 6. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Reinbold. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard.
Breaks into the open. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Going downfield for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. At the 35, he's loose. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Becker. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll leave it with him. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. And the Hoosiers headed quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Carr. Takes the easy completion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. He'll set up to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Plucks it out of the air. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. 1st and 10.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. And the Huskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Going over the top. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Bringing it back. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. I'm not sure what kind of vexing and magic they're trying to conjure up here, but sending out the field goal. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Hoosiers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Nelson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Gets it out quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd. He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it in at the 40. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, the punter wasn't able to get a lot of leg on that one, and it gave him a chance to field it, and then he found his lane, he put his foot in the ground, and it was off to the races. A huge momentum-shifting play on special teams for that touchdown.
He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. Fielded in the end zone, it's Clark. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for and made. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Scanning the field, it's Carr. That's caught. It's Singleton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll go with the 5 wide outset on 2nd and 7. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Caught in the backfield. It's Beebe. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Oh, they're after him. Looking for a big gain. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Nestled just inside that right upright. That slices the lead to 2. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Hawaii is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 21 over San Jose State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This defense knew coming in that the offense was going to try to test them. They were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
Makes the catch. It's Clark. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
A strike downfield. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And that one will give them the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Crosses the 40. Turns it on in midfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Cornhuskers had this offense rolling. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from...
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Husker! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Beebe. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. The Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. And the returner is stopped. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Using the quick game. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the 4th quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
Sometimes you try to fool the defense with the fullback. Not fooled there.
Well, you better block. Goodness gracious, that's supposed to be a quick...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, it's Carr. The screen, he can go. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays, because when you got those guys as a quarterback, you find them.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry, and he's made plays throughout his career.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the guy. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Becker. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense, desperate to get a stop. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Oh, he's got some space. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Takes the handoff. It's Nelson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, You've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Got room to work. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Just barely enough to tuck it into that right corner. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Ohio. State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. To the air, it's Carr. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Beebe. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Tracy. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. The Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Finds a man on the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. So now it's 2nd and long. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. Offense, quick tempo. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The short hands, it's Bond. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. And the Hoosiers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Carr. Wideout trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.